Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Cosmos Atom. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to check it out. It's going to be in the top right hand corner of the video. Now, jumping into the weekly chart, I just want to zoom out and show you the Cosmos chart on the weekly. So we can see we are in a perfect uptrend with higher highs and higher lows. We are above the 20 EMA on the weekly chart, which means that we are in an uptrend. We have bounced very nicely from the 55 EMA over here, just like we have done here the last December, just like we've done here in May, June. We did go a bit below the 55, but still we managed to hold it as support, went back above it, and there you go. So things are looking good on the weekly chart. If we jump into the RSI over here, you can see that we are still not yet in the overbought zone. So as you can see, once you start getting above the index of 70 on the weekly RSI, that means, well, basically on any time frame, but here we are on the weekly. So this is the weekly RSI. So once you get above the index of 70, you are considered overbought, and you can stay in this overbought zone for, a couple of months actually. But, once you're in that zone, that is typically when you should start taking profits. Now here you have your buy signal. And as you can see, the last time on the MACD you had this buy signal on the weekly chart was August 16th. And this was just over here. So August 16th. So from this week, in a couple of months, basically, you made 234% gains. So that could potentially that's potentially what's going to happen here is we're going to see a nice, this is our indicator basically. This is the MACD. This is a lagging indicator. So an uptrend must start, and then we're going to get the confirmation. And after the confirmation, let's see, well, if we're going to get the confirmation now, let's see what 230% looks like. That's around about $132 per Cosmos Atom token. So $132 is slightly above our second Fibonacci level over here that we have. And we are going to take a look at multiple Fibonacci levels. But also taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see that we have this support band that we've been holding since March of 2020. So you can see we had one touch over here, another touch in June 2020, another touch in December 2020, another touch in May of 21, another touch in June of 21, July, August, now December 2021. And if we end up having another pullback, we can potentially come all the way down to this yellow trend line, and we'll be fine because we'll be printing a higher low, and that's your uptrend. But we also need to break this swing high. So we're looking at $57.8 as a target for our Cosmos Atom token. And from where we are right now, that is a 45% trade. So yeah, but after you start breaking the swing high over here of the fib, which is $44.8, you're technically in a target to the 1.618, and at the moment that is $80. So $80 is what you're looking at right now, basically a 2x from where we are right now. But I'm not saying we're gonna get there in one leg up. We can, it's gonna be choppy. Obviously, you're going to come back up and down, up and down. You may even bounce back off of this yellow trend line before getting to that $80 price mark. But I'm just letting you know that after you break this $44, almost $45, you're looking at the target of the 1.618 of the fib retracement. So right now we jumped into TradingView. And you can see that we have another fib level over here. So this is a large fib level, and we have a smaller fib within the large one. So the large one starts with the swing low March 2020 and the swing high over here May of 2021. We have the 1.618 at $269 and the 1.414 at $134, which is basically the target that we have. We just measured 230%. That's pretty much the $134 price tag, the 1.414 Fibonacci level. And that can be a nice take profit zone. So $134 is a great take profit zone, in my opinion. Now, if I start zooming in a little bit over here, you can see that we do have this white trend line. Now, this white trend line was a strong resistance for us for quite some time. And right now we broke through it, but we haven't had a back test of support. So I'm afraid that we're going to come back down to this white trend line if we see a pullback within the markets. And I do think we're going to get the pullbacks. I do think this is just a little fake out. I do think we're not still out of the woods yet. I wish I wish to be proven wrong, right? I want Bitcoin to get to those all-time highs this year, but I just don't think that we're gonna do it right now. I don't think we're gonna be going up forever. We're gonna get into a bear market eventually, but I do think we're gonna break at least $100,000 before we do so. So yeah, like I said, if you see Cosmos Atom roll, if you see Cosmos Atom lose this pink trend line, which was a nice support line that we've been holding, if you see yourself lose, look for the 20 EMA to hold as support. You lose that, look for the 55 EMA. You lose that, look for the first fib level, which is the swing high, and you start losing that, the white trend line is your friend. So basically you have like 4 points of contact, which can be four, buy levels for you. And you need to buy gradually throughout the dip. You don't want to be putting in all your money at one buy order, because that wouldn't be smart, because the price can always dip lower and you're not going to have enough money to buy back into it. But we can obviously still get to our target over here at the 1.272 at $48 before actually losing the pink trend line as resistance or as support, and then rolling over with the markets. Just depends on what Bitcoin does. But Atom has been doing very nicely with these Bitcoin pullbacks, so it hasn't really pulled back that much. Jumping into the daily RSI over here. So you can see that we were overbought on the daily over here at January 4th, and we almost got to our 75 on the RSI. We were sitting at 72.7 on the index, and we had our resistance here at 75.4. So that's something that you should have on your charts, because you can see over here you have multiple touches from that line. Well, actually not multiple, but once you start getting above that line, you're pretty much guaranteed to come back down a lot quicker. So yeah, this is just a nice resistance level on the RSI to keep in mind. You can draw a couple more trend lines from these peaks over here, and just then you can do something like this with a rectangle, where you can just have multiple lines within one rectangle, so that you don't need a lot of trend lines. You can just have this one rectangle that's going to represent a resistance area for you. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's it for the RSI. Now, let's take a look at a bullish pattern over here that I just spotted. So we have a symmetrical triangle playing out on the 4-hourly chart. As you can see, you're being squeezed up in between the support and the resistance. The range is tightening up, and you can potentially, and this white trend line is holding us as support as well. So you can potentially end up doing something like this, breaking out and coming back down and back testing this white trend line over here. But nobody knows what's going to happen. You have to be ready for both outcomes. You can either dip as well and come back all the way down here to the golden ratio, which is still possible, right? If we have a flash crash, you're going to potentially, land either on the 0.5 over here or on the 0.618. So that's $31.31, and the 0.5 is $27.66. Oh, I do apologize. I just removed the fib. I meant to remove the price tag. So yeah, draw this out on your chart. This is obviously the white trend line over here that we have been holding since December, and we have this yellow symmetrical triangle, and we can potentially have a nice move to the upside, getting to our 1.272 on this Fibonacci. So the other Fibonacci that we had, the 1.272 was $48. Here, the 1.272 is $57.8, because I use different ranges. Right here, the swing low is in September and the swing high is in September as well. That's why we have a bit of a different target here on the 1.272. And yeah, I just like to use different fibs to see how they play out. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Make sure to check me out on Twitter. Actually, don't do that, because I was suspended for no apparent reason. Do check out our Telegram chat, our Discord server, and we do have a Patreon where you can request technical analysis. We have buy and sell orders and low cap gem calls. There is a low cap gem incoming to my Patreon tonight, so stay tuned. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.